the blueprint to beating the Green Bay Packers.
All right, listen, fellas. Create third and long situations. The Packers, they're the number one team on third down. You know, there are times where I've seen Jordan Love throw the ball up. His tight end Kraft just went up and somehow comes down with it and they convert. We have to create third and long situations. Means we have to win on first down. When you create third and long situations, you greatly decrease the ability for the offense to convert. So we need to create those. We have to put them in those situations. Excuse me.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think, not to spoil the rest of our keys, but Jared brought up one that I don't know if it's going to make our list, but getting to the quarterback, I think kind of works hand in hand with what you're saying on those third down situations. They cannot let Jordan Love sit back and bake a cake back there. No. Like, they got to get to the quarterback. They got to apply this pressure. Yeah, it is key here this Sunday is not letting Jordan hang out because, as Briggs said, there will come a point where he's going to let it fly. He's got this moon ball shot that seems to always connect with his receivers. Whether it's
a nice one.
I know Tucker Kraft's out with injury now, but the receivers seem to come down with these as well.
Christian Watson.
Yep.
Yeah. Watson's been killing it lately.
Yeah, he's back.
And I was really hoping he'd be a bust.
He's really good.
All right, Briggs. What's key number 2 for you?
Key number 2 is take what the defense is giving. All right. Obviously we're going to run the ball. That's what we do best. But for Caleb, you don't have to hit the home run. Take what the defense is giving you. If they're giving you the check down, take the check down. All right. This game is one of those games where because the defense is so good, you're going to have to take the shot when it happens. It may not happen for most of the game. You may get the shot. You may get the shot once every quarter. You may only get 2 shots this whole entire game. And when it happens, it's because you were taking the check down. You were taking what was given. And we're running the ball. And then finally we draw that safety up and we get them on the route that we're looking for. And you hit that home run. You don't know how many times it's going to happen. But if you stick to taking what the defense is giving you, we'll find success.
Yeah, I mean, Ben said after the game, like, I probably could have ran a little more in the last game with how much success they were having, but he was like, I wanted to keep them off balance. And, as successful as they were with the runs they did have, you can make a fair argument, had they not passed it, even though they weren't getting success on those passes, that was kind of keeping the defense guessing and keeping them on their heels. So, Ben has said a lot in the last year being in the Bears head coach. I don't care if we have to run it 50 times or if we have to pass it 50 times, whatever it takes and whatever the defense is giving. So, obviously, the Packers are going to be loading up the box after what they saw
1,000%
against the Eagles. So, maybe Caleb's going to have to be the one to win.
But I also like our running backs against those linebackers as well. So when Lance is talking about take what the defense gives you, like, it should be a big day for Swift. I mean, if he is left alone out in the flat, like, the ball should be coming to him right away. And I like our chances against one of their linebackers.
Yep.
So that's a really good matchup that the Bears need to exploit. And they need to do it often too. I mean, the conditions, like Lance said as well, it's going to be very cold. It's going to be a type of game where you should run and pound the rock. But at the same time, the little extension of the handoff with the little dump passes, I like our chances.
Yep, it's going to be a cold one as well.
Mm-hmm.
In the low single digits with the wind.
I love it.
Around 5 degrees.
Love it.
How hard was that to play in?
It's definitely hard, but you just got to go hard because.
What does the football feel like when you're?
Feels like a rock.
Like an actual rock.
It feels like an actual rock, but everyone has to play in it.
Right.
That's the beauty of it. And then in cold games like this, you just got to go fast and hit somebody as hard as you can. And they'll kind of quit a little bit. I've seen it happen.
Lance, when you
happen.
lived your
you ever played
cushy
football in the winter?
I mean, a little bit of pickup football as a kid, but I was more
the exact same out there. Cold.
I was trying to become the next Steve Kerr. That didn't work out for me, but that's what I was trying. Pride of Arizona. Thank you very much.
Yes, indeed. Damn.
Yeah, but Briggs, all right, just relax. All right, with whatever that is. Briggs, with the cold, what was that like for you, that transition of, living that cushy life in California and Sacramento and Arizona and then coming over to the cold. Was that a big adjustment for you?
Shoot, man, listen, I got drafted. I got drafted with Bobby Wade. We both came from the University of Arizona together. When we came out for in the beginning of the year, I think by mid or the end of September, we had on all of our cold gear at practice. Like we had, yes.
It was ridiculous. I was like, what are you guys doing? It's not even cold yet. Wait till the cold comes. I remember that. That was ridiculous.
Do you eventually got used to it, though, I'm assuming? Like, where you embraced it?
We got better at it. We got better at it.
You just learn how to deal with it.
Yeah.
You can never get used to it. You just learn how to deal with it.
Damn right.
But
I had my sleeves were ripped off.
I did on the East Coast, but we just learned how to deal with it.
Right.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Speaking of dealing with it, I've heard like the players will what is it called? Tiger's balm, I want to say. They'll put on themselves. Like
you guys, a little Vaseline,
You guys have any tricks like that?
You got to keep yourself insulated for sure. But there was no sleeves. We didn't believe in that.
Some players love to do that. I was not one of those players. Okay.
You just out there
Brendan Iron Badesho. He was a Tiger Balm guy. He was always oiled up for those football games. That was just not my choice.
It seems like the defensive players are wearing sleeves now, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, and the face masks.
Because I've never seen that.
It's wild. Yeah,
we weren't allowed to do that.
We weren't allowed.
Okay.
We weren't allowed. DJ Moore was allowed because he was Lovey's favorite. He was not.
The previous DJ Moore for the young kids
right.
that don't know.
Previous
DJ Moore from Vanderbilt.
From Vandy.
The Nickelback.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I when they used to do Fan Day at Soldier Field, he was like all the different booths for the autographs.
He was there.
And I went running up to him and I was like, DJ, I'm so fired up for you to be on this team. Like, you're gonna be a baller, dude. And you should have seen his face lighten up. Like, everybody else is like going to like the big players. I was so excited for DJ Moore out of Vanderbilt, and he was so excited that somebody knew him. Like, he ended up being a baller too.
Yeah, he's a baller.
He was good.
Yeah.
So shout out to DJ Moore. I actually really enjoyed him as a Chicago Bear. All right.
Yeah, he was great.
Let's get into your keys.
Well, this is
Key
easy.
Number one.
Key number one is easy. Keep running the damn football.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
If it's not broke, don't fix it. Look, our
that
team.
money is folding.
That money is folding, but the team is doing extremely well with running the football. They have created an identity and consistency. So week in and week out, we should expect this team to rush the ball and do it well. Mm-hmm. And I think that against the Packers, they have a great opportunity to go up to Lambeau and really establish the run right away and stay consistent with it. Like, I feel like they can really beat this team up in the trenches. So continue to run that ball. That's what they do best. And get into the red zone and get that money that folds.
Yeah.
Need touchdowns.
Devontae Wyatt, defensive tackle for the Packers, broke his leg.
Yeah.
Wayne Larrivee, who's the voice of the Packers, was on with us on CHGO Bears at 1 o'clock. If you haven't had a chance to watch that interview, you absolutely should. And he really couldn't emphasize how big of a loss that was for the defensive line, and said how much him and Micah Parsons like to run stunts in games with each other that really affect pressure and stopping the run. And now you already don't have Kenny Clark because you traded him to Dallas. Now you lose Devontae Wyatt. Obviously they got a few more D tackles in rotation, but that's certainly a big hit. And I think when you look at the interior line, to your point, for the Bears and such the strength that it is, I think that's a place where the Bears are certainly going to attack. Yeah,
I mean, Michael Parsons also, he's generational. It'll be important for the Bears to know exactly where he's at all times. But at the same time, run right at him. Go right at him. The play designs and the schemes that the Chicago Bears have right now offensively when they're running the ball is tremendous. The shifts, the motions, I love that stuff because it helps out everyone. Yep. Lets them know exactly what they're in and how to attack them. And right now, they're getting these running backs in space, whether it be the inside zone or the outside zone, and the cutbacks. Like all these different positions that they're putting, tight ends in or wide receivers in, they're putting them in different positions to be successful. And you don't really know what it is. It actually looks kind of like a pass play, but it's a run play. And then once they say, you know what, we'll just do the play action pass, they have so many options that are right open right now. So the play schemes and the calls, the way that they've been going right now for the Chicago Bears are incredible.
And what it does also is it creates different angles. It creates odd angles for your defenders. So sometimes it's a basic insert guy coming inside the tackle or inside the A, B, or C gap. Other times it's hitting the defensive end from an odd angle, and you're not expecting certain things. It's putting different guys, in kind of these positions where they're like, oh shoot, I'm getting hit from the outside. Okay, I'm taking on a guy from the inside. Oh, okay, I'm getting doubled. I'm getting walled. So
Keeping them
it's
off balance.
Right. Keep them all off balance.
All off balance. And that's what this run game is right now, is that they're doing a fantastic job of keeping guys off balance, because as a defender, you don't really know what's coming at you. You've never seen really a run play like this with so many guys that are moving in different positions.
Right.
And then you also have the effort of the wide receivers and the tight ends that are coming down and they are covering guys up and they're blocking and they're winning. Out. Oh, my goodness. Well, like once that starts to happen, like everything starts to open up.
Well, I mean, we talk so much about the 13 personnel that they use, and whether it's a jumbo package bringing in that extra offensive lineman as that 13 personnel or 3 tight end sets. You saw it on that touchdown pass against the Eagles. It finally broke their back. How many times they were hitting them with that 13 personnel on the run. Everybody's coming down into the box, and then Cole Kmet slips out, and now Blankenship is chasing because they were so worried about everything that had been going on in front of them.
Exactly.
Braggs, the linebackers nowadays, they're too light in the ass now. They're too light in the ass for this type of personnel. So they're going to get pushed around. All right, this is exactly the setup. I feel like offensive coordinators have been waiting for this moment where, like, oh, we need these linebackers that are 4.4, 4.5 speed, and they can do all these different things, but they only weigh about 230, 235 pounds. So now we're going to bring in 3 tight ends. We're going to root them out, and we're just going to open holes and let our running backs run through it. What are you going to do about that defense?
Great job with adjustments as well, too, because, there's a lot of times where you have a fast-flowing defense. So they put in the right plays to counter that with the fast-flowing, with the cutbacks and things like that. So kudos to this offense, man. They've really figured out how to run the ball effectively and efficiently and really take advantage of the defense that's right in front of them. So they're doing a fantastic job. They need to continue to do that for this game.
Yep, and they're using each week's tape against their upcoming opponents. Now that they're showing these things, now Packers are going to prep for it. And I just feel like I have so much confidence that Ben Johnson understands that chess match, and now is going to use that against them. Yep. So it'll be exciting to see how Ben
and I think
here.
For this game, I think they're going to go with power. They're going to go with aggressive power. They're going to go right at Parsons.
Yeah, let's see if they just like the Eagles. Let's see if you can stop.
Yeah,
it
they got to be.
Bay.
Yeah, we got to put them on their heels. They have to stop us.
Yeah,
that's how I feel.
Yeah. All right, your second key to victory here in Lambeau.
Second key is win on third down for the defense. First and second down, like Lance said, you want to get them in manageable situations and push them back. But at the same time, third down is the money down. This is the down that you have to win. And Jordan Love is pretty good on third down.
And the Bears are also very good on third down defense.
The Bears, yeah. So, like, something's gonna give. But I really like our chances against Love. Love does some great things with escape in the pocket and getting out there and finding wide receivers down the football field. But we got to be able to contain him as much as possible and just win on third down. Shut down third down, get off the football field, and get the ball back to Caleb.
Yeah.
Get off the field.
Really good. I think there's a theme here that you guys will see as it's already forming here with our blueprint between your keys, my keys, and Zoom's keys. So my 2 keys real quick here. Number 1, as we were talking about earlier, attack that interior defensive line.
There you go.
Hey, you're running the ball, and you're going to see and test that depth that's now taking a hit with some of the moves they've made. And maybe they move Micah Parsons into the middle at one point just to try to, to force the Bears to the edge because they've got a lot of speed on defense. But up the middle, they've lost some key components, and the Bears, their elite strength is up the middle.
Absolutely.
And so I want to just continue to attack that interior defensive line and see how they can handle it, and until they can stop it, keep going at them. So we've kind of already expanded on that. And so then my final point, to keep with our theme of defense and how you win on third down and what you guys have talked about. Briggs said create third and long situations. Zoom, you said win on third down by any means necessary. And the trickle down for me is win on first down. Because when you look at this team, when you look at this Packers team, they're very good on third down, but so is the Bears. So to me, the key to this game is talking with Wayne Larrivee, he brought up a great stat that Josh Jacobs actually leads the league in yards before contact. He's getting hit behind the line of scrimmage. Like the Bears, Monangai and Swift, they have the most yards before contact of anybody in the league. But Josh Jacobs is actually getting go ahead, Steve.
Yeah, I remember. So he's averaging 3.9 yards per carry, which isn't great. 3.11 of those yards is after contact. So that means he's getting 0.8 yards before his first contact per carry.
Right.
Which is terrible. That's on the Packers offensive line. That is an offensive line stat, not a running back stat.
So Wayne's sitting here saying he's getting hit behind the line of scrimmage every time. And early in the year, one of my bigger concerns about this Bears defense was they were getting to the football, but they weren't wrapping up.
Right.
And there was so much yards after. I'm not seeing yards after contact as much anymore. This team's tackling. This team's physical right now.
I've talked about that a little bit before, is that, once you get into like November, December, there's a breakdown of fundamental of things that you have to do, and that one of those things is catching the football. You see a breakdown there sometimes, and wrapping up and tackling people.
Right.
For whatever reason, in the end of November, December, tackling is such an issue. But teams that really know how to do that have an incredible edge.
And for whatever reason, it feels like the Bears have gone the other way with three linebackers that are backups.
Yeah.
DeMarco Jackson, Amen Agbangbamiga, Briggs.
Good. Nice.
They've been great wrapping up. You might get Noah Sewell back. You might get TJ Edwards back. But
Lance said great things happen when you run to the football.
Right.
But the greatest things happen is when you get there and you actually wrap up.
Right.
So right now those fundamentals have to show up.
Right.
And wrapping up is going to be extremely important, especially in games like this, because it's cold. Your body is numb. You really don't want to get in the mix sometimes. But the team that's going to be down and dirty in that situation and wrap up and make strong tackles, you got a really great advantage at winning.
So that's my whole thing. If you're winning on first down, if you're wrapping up behind the line of scrimmage because you're getting to Josh Jacobs, then that's going to lead to Briggs and Azumah's keys of winning on third down, because you got to get them to third and long.
Got to.
And if you get them to third and long, then Dennis Allen's going to be able to dial up some creative blitz schemes, showing different people at the line of scrimmage. You already saw in this last game, the Bears are 5-0 with C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
Yeah.
But now they've added
he's a dog in there with the nickel.
He is a dog. And now you've got Kyler Gordon added to this equation with C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And both these guys can be used as hybrid corners, safeties.
Yes.
And you can move these guys up at the line of scrimmage and show one thing, have one guy go back, another guy's going to the quarterback.
Absolutely.
And you don't know who's coming from where.
Absolutely.
As a quarterback. But in order to be able to do that, you've got to have it in advantageous third down situations
Correct.
for this team. So this is going to be a big one, ladies and gentlemen, but those are our keys to success and victory of beating the Green Bay Packers.
They've been listening.
Look at Briggs.
And they've been winning.
I feel like Briggs right there is just like a sense of pride in his eyes with the keys.
A sense of, I told you so.
Yeah.
Listen, don't be cute. Don't be cute. Don't be pretty. All right, get to the doggone ball. You got two linebackers right now that are getting 14, 15 tackles a game. Okay, flying around. C.J. Gardner-Johnson is flying around. Kyler, we've already proven he will fly around. This defense can be dominant if everybody gets to the damn ball and when they get there, arrive with bad intentions.
We got Jalen Johnson coming back too, he's getting healthier. So take away Christian Watson. And Christian Watson is good too. I mean, his targets are starting to increase as well. So
he had 10 targets last week.
Yeah, he's getting into the mix now because he's 6'4", 6'5". He runs like a 4.3. So he's a big body that can run and stretch the middle, stretch the football field. So it'll be the Bears corners need to get up on them. I don't want to see any free releases. I want to see people getting hit. You know what I'm saying? I want to see wide receivers getting hit at the line of scrimmage. Nothing free.
All right. That's great. Can't wait. So excited for Sunday, and I know everybody is as well.